All right, folks, we're back here with IrishEyes Powerhour. We actually have another guest lined up for tonight. We have Carlton Thomas, the big-time running back from Frostproof, Florida, 5'7", 175 pounds. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy on film, but Barry Sanders comes to mind. Carlton, I'm sure you've heard that name many a times when people talk to you about what you can do on the football field.
Yes, sir.
I would think that'd be a huge compliment if I were you.
Yeah, I think it is. Yes. I kind of base my game off of Bears because I watched them a lot when I was young. So.
All right. Now, obviously, there's another Frostproof alumni in the NFL right now, and Travis Henry.
Yes,
he left some pretty big shoes for you to fill as well.
Yeah, he has some pretty big shoes to fill at high school. Everybody knows about him. So. Yeah,
there's no question. But you did a pretty good job last year. You ran for 2,283 yards and 25 touchdowns. How do you think the season's going to be this year? Do you have most of your line back?
Well, no, we have a young line. Well, a lot of was non-starters last year, but I still think they can get it done. We've been having some great days at practice. They've been showing improvement and they've been looking good. So I'm just ready. I got so much expectations for them because I know they can do it. So.
Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit of recruiting. You know, Frostproof isn't the biggest school in the world, but, teams seem to find their way down there. When did teams first start kind of noticing you and starting to recruit you?
Kind of like late January. Sometime like late January.
Okay. And were you surprised that so many teams came after you so far?
Well, at first I was kind of surprised. I really didn't expect it being from a small school, but my coach kept talking to me and telling me I deserved it, so, I felt like I deserved it too, so.
Okay. And can you remember the first time you got something from Notre Dame? Do you remember when that was, when, maybe a letter or something came from Notre Dame?
I think it was, sometime around February.
Okay. And what went through your head at that time when you got that first initial contact from Notre Dame?
Well, I was really wild about it because Notre Dame, and like that same day we was doing a report on Rudy, so we was basically talking about Notre Dame or seeing the campus and all that on the movie. Then come around, coach calls me in and tell me you've been offered a scholarship by Notre Dame, and I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you've had a chance to kind of get to know some of the Notre Dame coaches. Who are some of the coaches you've talked to from Notre Dame?
Coach Parmalee, my raccoon coach, Coach Weiss, and Coach Haywood. Okay,
so you talked to those three the most?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what have they told you about, you coming in and playing for the Irish?
If I come in and I'm ready to play, I'm gonna be able to get on the field.
Okay.
I'm ready. If I'm ready, they're gonna put me in and let me play.
Okay. And what are you looking for in a school? Have you given that much thought at this point, Carlton? What are you looking for when you're looking at these schools?
Well, I'm just looking for a great school all around with tradition like Notre Dame, and the team aspect, how everyone gets along as a team, is a team of family or not. And then I go through looking at the education and then just the BCS chances to win a national championship.
Okay. And what about, we've seen what you can do running the football. Coach Weiss likes to throw to his backs quite a bit. Is that something you've worked a lot on?
Yes, sir. It's something I feel like I could do very well. Well, the year before, I didn't get as many carries. I caught a lot of passes. I had 400 yards the year before, but, basically last year, they let me run the ball more, so I could do it just, and you'll be able to see that this year.
Yeah, well, you certainly ran the ball pretty well. You're like a human highlight film out there. I mean, it seems like every play you make there's something spectacular happens. I mean, have you always been that way? I mean, even when you were a little guy, were you always just so much better than everybody else?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Okay, all right. Now, what about, Carlton, have you given it much thought to, do you want to take all 5 visits? When do you plan to take your visits? Have you given that much thought?
Well, yeah, I'm planning on taking all 5 visits, and I'll set up a official visit to Notre Dame. We should be taking it next weekend, I think.
Oh, so you're coming up for the Georgia Tech game?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and are you excited about that?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. What about any other schools? Have you decided on any of the other schools you might visit?
Yes, sir. I might visit maybe Iowa. Visit Clemson, Georgia, and that's about it right now.
Okay. Now, how many offers are you up to right now, Carlton?
Well, I was up to like 21, but now I've narrowed it down to 7 schools. So.
Okay. So who are the 7 schools you're looking at right now?
Notre Dame, West Virginia, Iowa, Auburn, and Georgia.
Okay. So they're pretty good number of schools, and obviously some darn good ones at that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, you mentioned you're going to take all 5 visits. So, do you have a timetable set to when you'd like to make a announcement as to where you'd like to go to school?
Well, how fast I get finishing my 5 visits, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit after I take my 5 visits, after I can sit down and process that.
Okay. So you want to just kind of sit down, go through all 5 visits, and then just try and figure out where you want to go?
Yes, sir.
Any chance that if you go to a school and you love it, that you just say, you know what, this is it. I don't need to look at any more schools.
I don't know. Probably not. I want to go see something so I can at least compare it to it. Have something to compare.
Okay. Now, on your official visit coming up next weekend, are you bringing anybody with you?
Nah, just me and my coach.
Just you and your coach going up there?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, first time, I assume this is be your first time in South Bend?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what are you going to be looking for when you come up on the campus? Do you have any idea? I mean, what are you looking for when you come up to check out this place?
Well, I'm just looking forward to just getting there, and the atmosphere that I get when I get there, how I feel on the campus, and just watch some good football and seeing how the team plays, and hopefully I can get in and probably interact a little bit with the team and see how everybody is as a team.
Just kind of get to know the guys a little bit.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Carlton. Well, hey, we want to say thanks for coming on the show, buddy. We appreciate it. I'm sure Jeff will be talking to you as soon as that visit's over with. Good luck to you, and good luck to you throughout this season. We're looking forward to your senior highlight film. I'm sure it's going to be more exciting than even your junior highlight film.
Yes, sir.
How many yards are you going to have this year?
I don't know. I'm shooting for 3,000.
3,000? How many touchdowns?
30.
All right, 30. That sounds like a good number. Good round numbers. All right, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming on the show. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, no problem. Thanks.
You bet.